bipartite graph question. So we need to draw out our bipartite graph. So we're going to have our 6 friends down one part. So we've got F, G, H, I, J and K. The exam board don't need you to write out their full names. So it's just easier just to go with the first letter of each one. And then we've got our different things they can be matched with. So they can be matched with the coffee, the nut, lemon, mint, orange, or plain. So we've got our different things there, and usually we won't be given 2 of the same because it does just cause a bit more confusion, same letter, than is necessary. So Flavio can have coffee, but equally he's happy with nut, and so on. So we're just drawing straight lines between the person and what they like to have. So Harry's happy with lemon, mint, or orange. Now, in your exam, obviously you've got the choice of doing this freehand or doing it with a ruler. You won't lose marks if you don't use a ruler, but I do think that it does just make it look a lot neater. It's a lot easier to mark than sort of a scruffy one of these. So Jenny with nut and with plain, and Kim with orange or plain. So that's our bipartite graph for the first 2 marks there. Quite a straightforward, as long as you've revised and remembered what the bipartite graph is. Now part B, then I'm going to do a little bit more freehand. So we've got the initial matching, and we've been asked to demonstrate using an alternating path algorithm from the initial match how each friend can be given the chocolate bar they like. So I'm going to do a second copy of this now. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit actually, so we've got a bit more space. Going to do a second copy of this now. This is going to be a bit more freehand just to speed things up a bit. So I've got F, G, H, I, J and K. And we've got C, N, L, M, O and P. So G is matched with M, Jenny with plain, so J with P, H with L, K with O, and F with N. Okay, so that was our first this is just workings. Okay, this whole section here is just workings. It's not actually part of the final solution. So the alternating path algorithm says select one in the left hand side that isn't being used. So we're going to have I, Imogen. Okay, now she has to be matched with mint. So Imogen is going to be matched with mint. So I'm using this symbol here to denote the match. Okay, that's just a straight line. Now what does that mean? That means that Guyana cannot be matched with mint. So we're going to remove the mint match with G. Okay, now we're going to match G with something. So we could take it back to M, but then that's just going to fail and that's not going to help us. So we're going to go G to L. So G then goes to L, and that means that H can't be matched with L anymore. So H is removed, and then Harry, well, he's not seemingly that fussy, but he doesn't want coffee. So we're going to match L with, well, we can go with mint, but we've already sorted mint out. He's come away from lemon, so let's make him go with orange. Okay, so L has been removed from G. Sorry, it has been removed from H, should I say? I got myself a bit confused there. And H is now going to be matched with O. So H goes to O. Now this is all one continuous line. It's quite important to continue the line. So O is now going to be no longer matched with K. Okay, and so K is going to go with P. So I'm going to have to continue my line. K is going to go to P. So that means that P is not matched with J. So not matched with J. And therefore J is going to go all the way up to N. Okay, so J goes up to N, which stops Flavia being matched with the nut. So we're going to remove Flavia from the nut. And finally, we can match Flavio, with coffee. So this is a really long line, but the reason why I've made sure it's a single line is because the alternating path algorithm would make us start a new line if we were starting a new part of the algorithm. So that's our final solution. So then we must make sure, because we've been asked to demonstrate how each of the friends can be matched, so we need to write down the final matching as well. So Imogen, and at this point you could write out the full names if you wanted to. I'm going to go for the full names of the chocolate bar instead. So Imogen's going to go with mint. Diana is going to go with lemon. H to O, so Harry is with orange. So what I'm doing is I'm just listing these ones because this is the easiest way to see what's been matched. Kim with plain, and just continuing on, J with nut, and then finally F with C, so Flavio with chocolate. So quite a long alternating path actually required just for 2 marks there, but in the end we've demonstrated that we've done it. I will just remove these lines as well because they're not particularly what the examiner is expecting to see. So we've got our full workings through there and our final solution as well.